welcome to another edition of your favorite program, You and Your Brand. Today, the theme of our program is the importance of social media in branding. We want to educate you on how you can use social media to grow your business, whether you run a small scale enterprise, middle scale, or even large scale enterprise or big multinational company. We want to enlighten you on how you can use social media as a leverage to grow your business. I am your favorite host, Wakila Zakaria, and with me here today are my guests, Miss Okikioluwa Onikbede and Mr. Paul Alashiri. Join us as the program starts fully after this short break. Welcome back to the program, You and Your Brand. Welcome to the show. Can we
He-
meet you, please?
Hello, good morning. My name is Onikpede Okikioluwa, a social media influencer and a brand ambassador.
Thank you very much. My name is Mr. Paul Alashi. I'm a social media influencer and also an OAP based in Ibadan.
Wow. Um, my first question is, as our proposed program title, what are the importance of social media in branding, and how has social media influenced branding, Mr. Paul?
Thank you very much. The truth is, in the world where we live in right now, any brand that is not on social media is shall I say, missing a whole lot of things. Because social media helps you get your brand across to people who haven't even known you in the first place.
Interesting.
On Facebook, we have about, at least in Nigeria, we have more than 15 million users of Facebook. Same thing for Twitter and some other social media platforms also. So the media actually helps you to reach out to more people,
Okay.
and then it also helps you, should I say, portray what people cannot even see. For those that cannot come to your office to see what you guys do, it's possible for you to put out these things on social media. So that's how social media actually helps you do a lot.
Mr. Kiki, what's your take on the question?
I feel like he has said it all, but I'll kind of buttress what he said. For me, social media is the reason people know your brand in the first place. Say, for example, Coca-Cola and all those brands. Social media helps them to, bring out their brand image more, like helps people to keep talking about the brand. Without social media, it would be like you're just there, nobody really knows about you.
Well, my next question is, what social media platform do you recommend for businesses, maybe small scale, medium scale, large scale, or even big multinational companies, of course? And why would you recommend such media platform, Mr. Paul?
Well, truthfully speaking, there is no particular social media platform that is recommended for any business.
Wow.
Before a business starts to think of the platform to use,
Okay.
the first thing the person should ask for is, who is my target audience? Um, what am I trying to sell to them? So the same value you get on Facebook, you won't get the same value on Twitter or on Instagram too. Because for platforms like Instagram, videos actually do more. So if your brand is not a brand who actually puts out video content, and you probably put out pictures and all that, you might be thinking of a different social media platform to use.
Wow.
Same thing for YouTube, TikTok, and some other platforms. So there's no particular media platform that is actually good for a particular brand. The first thing you should actually look at first is, okay, fine, who is my target audience? What am I trying to push to them? Then with that, you can now start thinking of the best social media platform to use for your brand.
Wow, wow. Mr. Kiki, what's your take on the question?
I support what he said. In social media, there's no okay. You have to use Facebook for there's no which social media platform can you use. You can use anything, ranging from YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. For example, if you're trying to promote a product that helps maybe eyesight, you look at, okay, who is my target audience? Who has eyesight problems? Mostly old people. Then you should do Facebook. You know,
Okay.
more young people are on Instagram. Facebook, that's where you find older people that will, you know, patronize your brand. So I feel like you should just evaluate what you want to sell and know your target audience.
Okay, great. Join us after this short break. We'll be back in a second. Welcome back, viewers. If you're just joining us, this is Junior Show TV, and we're discussing the importance of social media in branding. This is the second part of our interview. Welcome back, Miss Okiki and Mr. Paul. We are really glad to have you here and want to get through this as soon as possible. This is the second part of the interview. So, Mr. Paul, how did you build your brand on social media?
Well, building my brand was not, shall I say, very difficult because at first I knew what I wanted to do, and then I knew I would actually get many people online. So I started when I was back in university, University of Ibadan. I studied electrical engineering, but my love for media actually made me go into all this. So I started with promoting um, events on campus, and then from there, different brands saw that fine. I was getting engagement, and then I was able to, shall I say, influence people to come for the different things that I was doing in school. So that actually helped me to, shall I say, bring up my brand more. And then once I finished from UI, I got a good job in Ibadan, and then from there I've been doing very well for myself.
So Kiki, how did you begin?
Okay, for me, I was just normal. You know, everybody's on social media, so I feel like if you just want to just do what you love doing, I'll just, you know, do what I love, videos, normal pictures, and it just grew up and I started promoting brands and all of that, all of that.
Wow. My next question is that now, just as in any enterprise, sustainability is very, very cogent. Now, how do you maintain your brand? How did you sustain your brand image? And how easy is that?
Well, the truth is, your content is actually the most important thing that you need to actually put together in the first place. Content is always king. So, as far as you are able to, should I say, churn out good content all the time, then definitely you should be able to at least sustain your brand more. Because for me personally, for the different brands that I work with, I always have a content calendar that I work with. So at least today you know what you're supposed to put out online. Tomorrow you know what you're doing. So at least for the whole month, you should have at least gotten everything down already. And then once you have good content and people, should I say, love your content, then definitely they'll definitely get to share with their friends. They'll get to share with people, and then from there your brand actually gets noticed in different places that you won't even imagine. So once you have a good content and you know how to promote your content, then definitely you should be able to sustain your brand very well online.
Oh, great. Mr. Kiki, what's your take on that?
So keeping up with your brand on social media is not something that is very, very easy like that. But that's where, when you love what you are doing, that's where it comes up. Since you love what you are doing, it's not going to be very hard for you to, it's not easy, but at the same time it's not very hard. You just need to keep putting out good content, what people love to see. The reason why they came to your page in the first place, don't stop doing that and be consistent about it. That's what.
And then also, I would like to add something. Most times, people actually ignore their audience. So, for example, I could see something on your page and then I can ask a question, how do I get this, or where do I get this from? And then some people don't even get to even respond to the person in the first place. So that one also kills brands also. So once you get constant listening from your page, it's always very good for you to make sure that at least you get to respond to people who ask questions or who want to know more about what you do.
Okay. Great. So, Mr. Paul, how do you get people to keep talking about your brand?
Well, For people to get talking about your brand, they need to know what your brand does in the first place.
Okay,
So
sure.
you definitely need to be out there as much as possible. And thank God, social media actually helps you, should I say, promote your business more than the normal traditional media, the billboards and all. Social media is actually less expensive,
Okay.
and then you can also get to measure and see who and who are talking about it. So once you promote your brand more often and you're out there in people's faces, definitely you definitely get to get noticed in a short time as possible.
Yeah. So, Mr. Kiki, how about you?
For me, it's quality, whether it is physical product or online, not physical products. Whatever you are doing, make sure you are following the quality, good quality, quality over anything. Just keep bringing out quality. If you keep bringing out quality, people will keep, talking about your brand and all of that.
Wow, awesome. So, Mr. Paul, do you have any online community?
Yes, I manage different communities based in Ibadan. I have one
Wow.
for the social media festival I will do every um, year in Ibadan. I also have a quality of digital practitioners in Nigeria. There are
Wow.
over 50 of us.
Wow,
Then
that's
also,
good.
I also have a community for different brands that I also work with also. And
Okay.
it's just for them to be able to ask questions about the brand. For the questions that we can't answer on Instagram and Facebook and co, we have a community on WhatsApp and Telegram that will
Wow.
get to answer these questions also. So
Wow.
yes, we do.
That's great. Mr. Kiki, do you have any online community?
Yes, I do. I have a few online communities, Instagram, Twitter, a lot of social media platforms, but I don't manage for any corporate organization, just my personal.
Mm. So, Mr. Paul, for these communities that you have, how do you manage them?
Well, um,
And
for
how? Okay.
for the these things I manage, the truth is it's not very easy for you to should I say manage a platform, and then also you're also trying to manage the community too. So I have different people that work for me or that work with me. So we get to delegate and tell them what to do.
Mm.
So we also try as much as possible to make the community very active also by trying to engage people daily, maybe through games, through asking of questions, or we just find a way to just make the whole community very active. That would definitely get people talking all the time, so that the whole place is not boring and then people start living.
Well, that's great. Mr. Kiki, how do you manage your personal community?
Managing my personal community is easy for me because it's not a corporate brand, it's my personal community. So I just show them who I am, like engage with my audience and just post.
Oh, it's been a great time with you, but now to recap the whole thing, I want to put it to you, Mr. Paul. What are some general tips for social media branding success?
Well, for any brand who wants to be out there online, the first thing you should look at is number one, when they go to your page or when they go to your bio or your profile, what do they see there? Some people just have a brand online, and then when you look at the page, someone doesn't even know what the person is doing in the first place. So, are you selling this? Are you selling that? You should at least put it there on your bio or your profile that this is what you do, and this is how people can reach you. So once they see that, they know that okay, fine, this brand is actually a quality brand, and then this person knows what they're trying to do. Also, Instagram has made it possible for you to have this stuff called um, um, highlights.
Okay.
So where you can actually put reviews of what people have said about your brand, where you can get to see your contacts, your email, and everything. So once it's there, then trust me, that is actually the first tip that I would give anybody. Let people know what you do when they first visit your page. Then from that, you can actually continue to do and put out great content online.
Okay. So, Mr. Kiki, do you have any other tips apart from that?
Tips: just keep bringing out quality, whether physical or non-physical products. Quality and consistency. The moment your quality drops, that you're not consistent about what you are doing anymore, then people start to talk less about your brand or talk bad about your brand. So if you keep being consistent and keep bringing out quality stuff, whether physical or non-physical products, then you will definitely be successful.
Wow, it's been an exciting time with you. Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to have you both. Dear viewers, this is where we're going to be drawing the curtain on the program today. Thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to our executive producer, Mr. V.O. Adefemi, to my producer, Miss Omibo Precious. It's a big thank you to you, and to the director, thank you so much, Mr. Sheyi Dosumo, and to the entire production team and the production crew. I remain your favorite host, Wakila Zakaria. Till next time I come your way, don't touch the dial and stay tuned. Bye-bye.